Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a Christopher Mitchell video and share with you some of his Facebook moronic rants. I'm going to read and surmise his thinking and the way he tries to bring in new morons and gullible people, simpletons basically, into his entire inner circle / go to his online casino to gamble. So basically he says, check this out. The photo taken below was approximately 6 years ago. I know because I set my phone to alert me as a reminder. So now I'm sitting there thinking of ways to scam you. Although the last 6 years of my life, let me share with you about the last 6 years of my life. This photo was taken at the Cheesecake Factory in Columbus, Ohio. My wife was a nurse and I was an Uber driver. So 6 years ago he was driving for Uber. Think about that. That's his skill set. Not knocking Uber, but now he's a multimillionaire. You too can do this. You too can just do what he's doing. You can easily make $50,000 a year working 10 minutes a day from the comfort of your own living room, gambling online. Simply false. You're not going to do it, people. You're not going to do it in 10 minutes. You've seen hour-long videos where he's digging himself out of a hole, doing stupid things, and you're only seeing the stuff that he posts. What about the stuff that doesn't make it to video because he's lost so much money? So his wife was a nurse. Stacy, go back and get a job being a nurse so your kid can see some stability and normalcy. And when he's in all caps, I'm going to kind of shout it out. We were dead freaking broke, which is why we were eating at the Cheesecake Factory. Well, the Cheesecake Factory is kind of expensive. It's not like, oh my God, expensive, but it's not where dead freaking broke people go eat, okay? It's just simply not. But he wants to make it sound like even when he was broke, he was still doing the Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, Stacy was paying for it. I would start gambling then. Now he's starting to gamble. My wife and I would have our son Christopher Jr. I would lose every dollar my wife and I ever worked for and take us $500,000 in debt. Okay, you didn't learn your lesson? He's going to call that tenacious. I'm going to call that stupidity. He lost, and this is his words, $500,000 in debt. Stacy, why'd you stay with the bum? He's a loser. You should have listened to your dad. Your dad's probably an idiot too. I would start a YouTube channel and become known all over the world. Yeah, all your fake subscribers, all your fake messages, all the people that you guaranteed lifetime memberships, all that. All that. How many lifetime memberships has he taken away from people? How many people's lives has he ruined by telling them stupid things? You know, even he was out on a mastermind meeting with the guy, can't think of his name, but Christopher did not have $5,000. The guy loaned it to him. Okay, loaned him $5,000. And this is the guy saying this to somebody. I've got this from a credible source. So the guy gives him $5,000, and Christopher says at the end of when we get back to the hotel, I'll give you the money. Well, they got back and Christopher says, look, I'll just give you a lifetime membership and you don't have to pay anymore and you get a free mastermind. In other words, I'm not going to pay you back the money. I'm just going to credit your account. Well, less than a couple of weeks later, the guy had some questions. Christopher got agitated, kicked him right out. Lost the $5,000, didn't pay him back. Christopher don't pay his bills. Just understand that. Christopher runs his mouth looking for simpletons. He hasn't crossed the right person that's going to come after him. You know, he hasn't. You know, and if he did cross the right right person, reach out to me, leave me a message, and I'll do a video on your story if you want to expose this scammer. He just hasn't crossed the right person yet. So, he started gambling. He lost $500,000, yada, yada, yada. He starts a YouTube channel. I would move to Las Vegas. Remember when he was in search of the home? Then he went to Dallas, Chicago, and back to Las Vegas. Why would you ever leave Vegas if you're a professional gambler? That's asinine. I would jump out of an airplane. Had to throw that in there. Then he's got to tell you about all his big accomplishments. I would sit on the first row at the NBA Finals, the Super Bowl, the Stanley Cup, the World Series. I would fly first class on private jets. I would eat at the most expensive restaurants. Gotta say that. Gotta impress you guys. I would stay in 2,500 square foot suites and villas. I would travel to some of the most amazing places. He's gambled over 300 different casinos, meet celebrities, pro athletes, and billionaires. I would get me and my wife out of debt and make several $1,000,000. Show us the bank statement. Yeah. Wow, what a ride it's been. You know, he says that what a ride it's been, as if it's come to an end. Because let's face it, as this kid gets older, Stacy, get some normalcy to this child. It's not normal for y'all to be walking around doing stupid YouTube videos. You can't keep a channel. You're already barred from YouTube. Your husband's a complete and utter scammer, looking for new fresh blood all the time. For most people, their life today is the exact same life as it was 6 years ago. What a travesty that would be. So now I have a question for you. He's got a question for you. He doesn't give a damn what you say. He doesn't give a damn what you think. He doesn't give a damn what you comment on his post, but now he wants to hear what you have to say. That's a narcissist. What's the last 6 years of your life look like? Then he goes on to say, in other posts, people have been messaging me. Yeah, people message you. You have no subscribers. You have no internet influence. You're known all over the world as the go-to gambling, but you're nowhere present. People want to know when his next mastermind group is. Am I going to start another YouTube channel? Listen, folks, I'm a loner. I don't have any friends. The only people I have in my life are the people in my inner circle that I can scam and keep paying me money. I'm a loner. I'm perfectly happy being alone. I don't need lots of so-called friends, and I don't need to post every day. I honestly don't give a damn about that. Yet, he wants to hear from you. I gave up my Rolex watches, sports cars, and my penthouse. The only thing that matters to me is my wife and my son. Then go get a job and show your son how stability is. It's not stable gambling, promoting gambling, and trying to get suckers to send you $1,000 a month. Then he goes on to just rant about what they do at MLM meetings. He just regurgitates that into his gambling MLM. Then he's talking about how he lives with his family. Whenever he gets kind of called out in stupid things, I think it's probably Stacy, probably bringing this up. He kind of panders to her and makes a video or a Facebook post, because he can't post on YouTube because they get yanked down. He's lost I don't know how many channels. I promise you that he'll probably start another one and it'll get yanked down. But he's always bought fake subscribers. He's always bought fake views, fake likes, and he panders to the same type of person, somebody desperate. They got their last $1,000 and they think they're going to turn that into $1 million by gambling at home for 10 minutes a day. What happens if you lose in the first 10 minutes? Guys, you got to have a job. Me and my wife, we have jobs, we raise kids, we take care of our families, and we do the best we can. But you have to have a job. I mean, you may have less than 1/10, or I don't even know how you can measure it, how many people are professional gamblers and that's how they support themselves. And if they are, if that even is something you can measure, it's probably less than 1/10 of 1% that are professional gamblers. But I guarantee you they have income streams coming in, whether they have a business that's running or they have some type of investments that are bringing them money each month, some type of royalties. Guys, don't believe whatever comes out of his mouth. If it's coming out of Christopher Mitchell's mouth, it's a lie. He likes to find weak people, and that's how he does it. He panders to weak people desperate to try to, copy what he's doing. And that's what MLM is about. That's what it's about, people. So just know he's on Facebook trying to promote himself. Here's the question you got to ask yourself. If his book, The $1 Million Blueprint, worked, why would you do that every day? Not one person's come forward, and nobody's come forward. Guys, if you've had a bad experience with him, leave it in the comment section below and let me know. I'd love to hear your side of it. He's about all but finished, but he still strikes nerves on people, and he still has to be exposed. So guys, if you have not subscribed already, please subscribe, hit the like button, and we'll talk to you on the next video. Thanks a lot.